Welcome back to Bangers Bricks, everybody. My name is Ben. Today we are going to be expanding and finally completing our rock ledge within the Greenery area. I also want to talk about some of our upcoming plans to expand and add on to our retro bowling alley. The last thing I want to ask is, let me know in the comments section if you think we should do one smaller giveaway at 800 subscribers, or if you think we should save it up and do one larger giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. Let me know in the comments section. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, stay tuned. Let's get started. Today is the day that we finish off our rock platform in the Greenery area. Our primary goal is to make this one entire rock platform, primarily because we're really losing a lot of displayability in the middle here by not connecting both of these platforms together. So what we'll do is take some of these straight rock panels off, take away the curves there in the back corner, and connect it all together. We'll have to do a decent amount of deconstruction before we construct everything back together. And we're also going to have to take another trip to Bricks and Minifigs real quick to get some more foundational support so that we can build out that platform in the middle. So I'm actually excited because there are some solid deals running at Bricks and Minifigs. Let's get this out and then make a quick trip. Somebody had messaged me the other day saying that this was going to be so much work if I tried to redo the entire thing. That's honestly not the part that I'm worried about. The part that I'm worried about is we have broken the Disney Castle at least 2 or 3 times. And I'm saying that we are going to break this thing at least 1 or 2 more times. I think the over-under might actually have to be 2 on this, but let's see if we can carefully take out the Disney Castle, the A-frame, and a couple of the other sets and get these platforms out so that we can get working on them. Woof. All right, everybody, here we go. Time to go back into Bricks and Minifigs, check out some of their sales, and get some more Duplo Brick. Here we go. As I was trying to plan out our video for the week here, I was trying to think of what I could use for more support underneath our rock panels, and the Duplo Brick came up. And I also saw an email from Bricks and Minifigs, which made me realize we need more Duplo Brick, and they are running an extra 30% off all bulk brick. So I was super excited about that. Plus, if you spend more than $30, you can also get another free coffee cup, fill that up with bulk brick as well. The one thing to also, if you're in the Greenville area, please make sure you stop by Bricks and Minifigs, as they have a lot of cool stuff coming up with an October Lego build that's coming up on October 19th, $12 per build. They also have a Monster Mash bulk smash. So again, right around the bulk brick discounts, keeping those going. And then also some Halloween fun coming up on the 26th through the 31st. So make sure you get dressed up and come join them in the office. So with this little fall deal that they're running, Duplo is usually half price off of regular bulk. And so what we have is we have a medium bag, usually runs us about $50. So that's $25 since we're getting the Duplo brick. And then also they have the extra 30% off this week. So that will bring us down to right around $17.50, probably about $18 after tax. So let's fill up our medium bag and get headed out of here. Well, we have both of our platforms out of the Lego City. That was a breeze, and unfortunately for everybody watching, we did not break the Disney Castle yet, but please stay tuned because that is a very real possibility that we do it later in this video. So please make sure you keep watching. We are back from Bricks and Minifigs, and we do have our Duplo brick. Again, nothing crazy, nothing earth-shattering, but it is going to be very beneficial as we'll be able to create some more of these supports for underneath our platform in the middle. And we also have a freestanding mills plate. This is kind of my next goal here, is to connect this to our smaller rock platform just to make this a little bit larger and to have everything a little bit more connected. We won't connect both of the platforms just in case I do need to work on one side or the other. I want to keep it in at least 2 sections just so that we're not having to take a massive rock ledge out of the Lego City and having to move everything around even more. So we will connect this to our smaller platform, deconstruct the sides of our rock ledges, and really get everything looking cohesive and put together. Here we go. I have a lot to talk about here only because I was going to do this in stages and I honestly got carried away as I was building, deconstructing. You know, we just continued to build, and I honestly lost track of time. I completely forgot about documenting and filming what my progress was looking like. But we do have our previous rock ledges, right, with the left side that houses the Disney Castle, right side that was housing the A-frame cabin, and our biggest addition, as you can see, is the middle. We did end up adding a cave in here. All I did was I took 4 corner rock panels, just stacked them 2 on each side, and it just naturally kind of created this nice little cave. Thought that was pretty unique. Again, we may have some sort of creek or river coming out, out, but I really think what we're gonna do is have some sort of like waterfall that will come down each side, come down each side here and then kind of flow into some sort of pond. But as you can see, we did try to layer these as best as possible, just to make it look a little bit more natural. And as I was starting to build and I finished the middle section, we were able to get all of our supports underneath our middle section, so it is very sturdy, so I'm excited about that. But as I was trying to move things around on this side, I found that everything started to kind of tumble underneath, everything started to crash. So we had a bunch of extra Duplo bricks. We ended up taking more of our supports, putting it underneath here. Now this is pretty solid structure as well. Previously we did have some of these like sitcom pieces for, I don't know what they were, like the filming light fixtures and stuff. And so they kept falling over. So I wanted to kind of get rid of those and move into a little bit more of something solid. So that's really where the Duplo brick has come in handy. But the only reason that all that stuff fell is these were stacked on top of each other before. And I've mentioned in previous videos how I wanted to layer those back so that it just looked a little bit more natural and it'd be a little bit easier to add some more of those slopes on here. And then also adding those in the middle now. So, whew. We had a lot of 16 by 16 plates that we added on top. As you can see, we ran a little short, so we were using some 8 by 16 up here on the top. That's green. We'll replace those at some point. And it is tough. I know a couple people had questioned me before on why we have some of these openings. The biggest reason that we have these openings is the train runs underneath, so it is really hard to get plate on top of here, and it's hard to get Duplo brick underneath that sticks out that is going to support it, only because if I do put the Duplo brick underneath, the train's going to hit it. Obviously that is not good. And then same thing back here. We do have a little bit of a ledge here on the back that we can get some more Duplo brick on and potentially, add on in the corner here. As of now, it'll be fine because we'll have the Disney Castle here and you won't honestly be able to see that back corner. But that's kind of where we're at now. I think now it's just time to start putting in those slopes. All right, one more quick thing before we start texturizing and putting more slopes on here. I mentioned previously I was going to try to keep this end on 2 plates and really kind of keep things separated. As I was building, I realized that that was a dumb idea. So those of you at home that were like, yeah, right, man, like that's not going to work, congratulations to you. You guys were correct and I looked foolish. But anyway, we are going to have this as one solid plate. Honestly, in the future, it's just going to have to be what it is. We did end up putting some Technic bricks underneath. We put some plates. We have this all connected, so it is one solid piece. But, you got to do what you got to do. All right, let's get started here. Before we take a look at the next part of our rock ledge, I want to talk a little bit more about the retro bowling alley that we built last week. I love the retro bowling alley, but what we're going to turn it into will be the retro arcade and diner. So this is all obviously going to be compatible with our retro bowling alley. It's still set 910013, but the addition, the second floor, is by Brick Artisan. Second floor consists of 1,719 pieces. Again, will be very consistent with similar colors to the downtown diner. It's going to come with a nice big D on the second floor. I love the teals, the pinks, all the other colors that come with it. We've talked previously how I actually love the downtown diner itself, so that makes sense why I love all the colors with the retro bowling alley and arcade. So I also want to talk a little bit more about how we're going to try to save a little bit of money by going to Bricks and Minifigs, picking out our pieces, taking the time. I know it's going to take quite a while to try to fish out, potentially like 1,000 pieces. We do have a decent amount of the pieces within our own inventory, but we're going to try to find as many as we can. But I love looking at the second floor here that we're going to be building. Again, you see games like air hockey, you have the claw or claw cranes, whatever it's called, where you have, the big claw that dips down and picks all the plushes out. You have like whack-a-mole and just another small little dining area. So I think it's going to turn out really great, and especially when you have it next to things like Assembly Square or the sitcom tower, definitely something where a second story is going to make it look like it fits in much more easily. So super excited to get that in, and yeah, let's get back to our rock ledge. Well, everyone, you're going to have to let me know what you think. Personally, I think everything looks great. Now that we have the Disney Castle, we have the tree house, and also the A-frame cabin, which I really think that we'll probably end up putting the haunted house here, just since we do have a few other taller sets. I think that taller set might look a little bit better and cohesive just on our new rock ledge. But overall, the rock ledge does look really good. I think the different usage of the different slopes that we used was a great idea, but then also add a few other leaf elements on the side of the rock wall here. I think that gives it just a little bit more character and detail. So love that. There, we do have our river and our little waterfall done. I think that overall looks pretty good too. As you can see, I did add the blue plate on top of our green plate here. Only reason for that is I do want this to be a little bit more of a progression from going kind of downhill, right? Coming from our rock wall, coming down, and then we'll actually have another lip here, and then that'll kind of go down even further as we build into our mills plate, as that's primarily the reason that we use the mill system, really just so we can build down into those mills plates, just to add, again, different levels and textures. So definitely something I'm super excited for. Overall, again, everything turned out pretty good. Please let me know what you think in the comments, or if you have any other ideas and different sets that we can set up there. But I am excited to build a haunted house, and the next thing is I just have to make sure that the train goes behind the new rock ledge and doesn't hit any of the supports underneath. So let's check it out. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't hit anything. Come back out over here. All right. Works out perfectly. Thank you everybody for sticking with us. I know it was a little bit of a longer video, but we finally have the rock ledge complete and into the greenery area. And that's where it's going to stay. It's not going to move. I know we have a couple tiny things that we might adjust here in the future, but again, it is complete, it's done, and I'm looking forward to moving on to the next thing and really filling out the rest of the greenery area, as well as a couple other things that we're going to have in some of our upcoming videos. We have all of our brackets and our boards, and I mentioned previously that we don't have any more room to fit another modular or building into the Lego City. So we're going to be using those boards, those brackets, to finally put up the shelving around the Lego City. And I'm excited because that's going to give us plenty of room to store more sets and really just expand on our collection. So a lot of fun coming there. We're also going to be getting in the Halloween spirit, building the haunted house, and really just picking up a few other specific sets around the Halloween part of the year here. So I am excited to see everybody soon. Thank you again for stopping by, and have a great rest of your week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Have a good one.